Here we are, back in Fallbrook. Nothing but a bunch of criminals. One could say it's a hive of wretched scum and villainy. And he'd be correct. And so I think I just might have to purge this place from the planet of Monarch. A purge. Yes, that might be in order. Assault Rifle Ultra. What? Soft speaker. Oh, that's a unique item. Ooh, that's a unique item. That's nothing. That's a unique item. Let's take a look at this real quick. Mark II assault rifle. I've tinkered with it a couple times. What kind is this? Is this full auto or is this a burst? It's full auto. Which is heavy. This just, alright, I think, fuck. Let's break this bad boy down. Let's install this. Get a nice little scoper on her. How big is that fucking thing? That's not that big. Post armor damage dealt 15%. Super Scope 2000. That's definitely a sniper scope. I'll put that scope on it because that's a nice little scope to have. What's this? I don't need a plasma assault rifle. I like having this as just a regular bullet thrower. Increases rate of fire, critical damage, silencer. Don't need a silencer really. Hell yeah, let's put this bad boy on. Now let's tinker with her a little bit. That damage up there. Ooh. I didn't even realize how many bits I have. Oh my god, I got a shit ton of money. is. Oh. Wait, can I... What does this do? Oh, shit, it just gives it better armor. Fuck yeah. It cost me, like, nothing to upgrade this. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I gotta put away some of this stuff.
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you.
Graham's patch. Torn from Graham's jacket, Zora sent this to you with a note. I thought a keepsake might dull the pain, but it hasn't. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he still built the foundation for the movement I'm trying to keep alive. Maybe there's another way. I don't know. I've got to let it go. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Take it with my thanks. You ever wanted beer, stop by Stellar Bay. Aww. Store. Oh, a banner! Now that Zora's in charge, the Iconolasts have a fighting chance at surviving and spreading from Monarch. Yeah, they do. It just says the same thing. Got no messages. Really? Did I get anything from what's-his-face? Oh, this is new. Mounted Mantiqueen head. What better to establish dominance over an alien ecosystem than by hunting its most dangerous predator and mounting its head on your wall? Oh. Do me proud, and I shall shower you in borscht and gold. Cross me, and I will serve your head in a silver platter with a mushroom gravy. Signed by the Borscht King of the Monarch himself. Ooh. Sanjar donated these after you helped MSI. Cool. Ooh. So, like the spores of the puffball cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Adelaide. No, how have I never noticed these things? Like, the only thing I ever noticed was the hat and the skull. That's because I put a shotgun shell right into that guy's head. Hey girl, you got anything to say?
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Alright. Sorry, I'm chewing ice. I know I shouldn't, but I have it, so I'm chewing it. I think it's time to clean house, as it were. Wait, can I check my standings with people? I can. Reputation. Groundbreaker. I'm 100% positive with those guys. 100% with them. The board, I'm neutral. I'm repulsed by these guys because they're all dead. Deserters, positive. Spacer's choice, they don't like me. Sublight salvage and shipping. Transportation and waste disposal. A tangled web of contractors and secretive vice presidents make up their official hierarchy, leaving no one to speak on the record about Sublight's more legally dubious activities. I kind of don't like these people. Like, I got that one mission. I don't even know what this is. Is this even on this map? It is. I have never done it.
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the...
Hello, Velma.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Huh. Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while.
Oh.
Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay. Got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Cheer up, maybe you can hire someone better. That's a round way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Now, I killed that entire cannibal family. Yeah, that wasn't it. That's not it. Yeah, this one was it. Yeah, I killed that entire fucking family. Okay, so we need this one. Let's find this asshole who's outside the yacht club or something. The yacht club, yes. What you got
The
there,
little
lady?
bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
I'm just gonna keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Bradlock, yes. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit, partake, buy me a drink, and let's chat.
Stay jabbing. You look like you've had enough.
Another in a long line of damn fools trying to cut me off. I'll buy my own poison then. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Seeing what it's like for myself. People talk it up like it's a shithole.
It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty of ways to blaze your own trail. Folks seem to like that. Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish oil. Cheers. Well.
I don't need a guide.
Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. More than you have, I suspect. I plan to sit here and drink until I find myself awoken sober. You do what you like, stranger. I'll be here in the meantime.
Okay, I don't need your help anyways. I've explored this entire planet. Brokered peace between two factions that hate each other. And this little asshole, you need to get back to work.
New face, huh? You from Offworld? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Lie. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
I was threatening to replace you with sublight contractors. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate now?
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon. What do you think you're doing?
Shit, I was just leaving. Whatever I want. Nothing at all. I'll pay you 54 bits to look the other way. I'll just intimidate his stupid ass.
Do what you want, I guess.
Yeah, sit the fuck down.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Motherfucker. Dude, what are you doing?
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Oh, I found another vending machine. Hey, I found Bert.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Kinda. I've been here for a while.
Well, spit and sulfur. Mr. Sanjar keeps me posted at this landing pad, so I don't hardly know anything about what goes on in town. Still, you're here now, and that means I finally get to do this part. Okay, Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Cool.
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Stellar Bay that isolated.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends on what
I got
it is.
this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her. Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
You already signed me in. We're good. This guy said he was living near the yacht club. Maybe if I can find his house, break in, and steal all his money, but like, get your asses back to work. Oh, I remember this. Hey, look, they cleaned up all the bodies. That's good.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
She's very cheery. Like, the moment we first started talking, like, to Sanjar, and she piped up, she's just very cheerful.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier, I heard you were having money
Or
trouble.
is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
You know, I could buy that shit. Why are you buying so much shit? If you get the business man, I've got some trash to sell you.
Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a
I
date.
couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Alright, where is this cannery? I'm not reading all that. Alright, where is... There he is.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Nice of you to say. I like her too.
She's interested in you.
Wait,
romantically.
I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit. On account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Bribe. Persuade. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask you for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice.
Yeah.
Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Just like fucking in high school again. Hey, can you ask him? Just ask him for me.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
Look how excited she is. He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Alright. Solve some high school drama bullshit. So let's do that one. Let's talk to Velma again. Actually, no. I want to go to the cannery, which I think is in the exact same spot. So just go down there. Look for some blackmail shit. You know, just the normal stuff. Just what you normally do. Okay, how do I get up there? How is this stealing? It's in a back alley. It doesn't belong to anybody.
Well, well.
Oh, it's somebody else I can
The
talk
only new
to.
folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I think I'm going to go into slaughter. No, you're nothing. I'm going to slaughter everyone in Fallbrook. A reckoning is coming. And it's coming with a bunch of fucking guns. Especially this big boy.
Pay a handsome bit for rap money. Bet they also
Alright, how do I get up there? Oh. This is how I can get up there. And... stealing everything. I don't need all that, but I took it all. It's mine now. I broke an ankle. I'm fine. cost me anything to
Great
unlock that either. Oh, look at that. Hendrick's stash. Yeah, now it's mine. Get back to work, asshole. Alright, who's this guy?
Good day to you.
Oh.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Why'd you stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Seems like you'd want more centimeters. You've got a real negativity problem.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
You forgot stab. That's also a possibility.
Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave. Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. Bitch, because I get to leave. Alright, let's go talk to Velma. Or actually, I'm going to talk to this asshole up here and just tell him, just get your asses back to work.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Bad news. You don't have the savings that you think. Actually, let's go. I actually want to talk to Velma and see what the fuck is going on. Because if she's not doing right by Sanjar, we're going to have some words. I found another vending machine. This must be the cannery. Those are mine.
I wish I could do that.
Oh, I got the poster. She was holding on to it. Personnel fires. hack. What's this? Ration hex files are filled with Saltuna breeding charts, various pharmaceutical formula, and the musings on why Saltunas seem to prefer borscht in beans over plain borschtwurst. Velma's personal files are a morass of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financial reveals that for the past several years she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into her personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in a simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. No shit. Braxton, the fish tank 23-A are looking a little lumpy. If you're going to make it in, that's fine. If you aren't going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. Sanjar Nandi, we really need to talk about the Saltuna situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. Another situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Cellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Brax, seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 shifts. This is getting ridiculous even for you. He's dead. But she knows that. Velma, you've been a bad girl. I don't need to go to the yacht club. I need to go talk to Velma. I also need to give Grim his poster. As soon as I find out where Grim is. Again, because I can't remember. Ain't nobody around to see me steal all that shit. This way. It's Velma's this way.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Here's
Would
the
you
poster.
Look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
One in there. What happened in there? Alright, Velma. We've got some splaining to do. Oh, this takes me outside. Wait a minute. Oh, that takes me to the ruins. Oh, a barber. Velma, where are you? Constable's office. Don't know what room this is. That's the bedding place.
Poor Braxton.
There she is.
I don't want to think about it. Eaten by cat?
Alright, Velma.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Why can't you increase his pay?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with the prices around here. They're hard workers, aren't they? They deserve a little compensation for that.
Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate.
You've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
You see that? I didn't have to use the bribes at all. I'm still keeping Caleb's life savings, though. Like, that shit's mine. I stole it fair and square. So I didn't have to do 100% underhanded things.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
Why don't you just go back to work?
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation.
Yeah.
It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
That's right, you better get back to work. I wouldn't go check your stash either, because it's all mine. And I'm level 20 now. Alright. Hustle fact. Science. What do I want to increase? I can increase something directly to next level. I like having this up really high. It just feels good. I haven't upgraded my weapons in a minute. I'll tell you what, why don't we upgrade the hacking to 60. And let's put that, yeah, let's just do that. Right, perks. What other perks can I get? Restores health, science damage, time dilation, companion, penalty, accuracy. You know what? I'll take that. And I've unlocked tier 3. I'm going to get that next level.
Head,
No, they're crazy.
but they still manage to feed themselves dressed.
Okay, I think I've done everything that I can here. All that's left now is to purge Fallbrook from Monarch. Destroy this wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Hello again. Oh, last time I was in the city,
Sandra was singing your praises about a bolt something or other. Suppose that warrants a discount. You want to buy something?
Nope. Okay, well they're not part of Fallbrook. Time to take care of business. This is about the time that I should cue the Doom music. In fact, do I want to? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. We're just gonna walk in here and get rid of these assholes. Especially this motherfucker. Are you shooting me? There you go. Okay, he doesn't want anything to do with me. Oh no, they're bitter now. You don't want to die? Don't get in my way. It's as simple as that. Sell. It's amazing. Nobody else heard the gunshots.
Last time I saw him was stars. I can't remember.
I think he got crushed during the bridge collapse.
It was his team running that drop? Sure puts things into perspective.
Nobody else wants to fight. Can't imagine anybody would after what I already did to the people at the front. Fortunately, they still have to die.
Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only got half of what you said. Well, I'm half listening.
Alright, Catherine. Time to die. Who is hitting me? You alright there? Oh, I can level her up. Stay at ranged. Didn't have to be that way for that guy. have a mine dropping supplies at an anonymous buyer. The payments are clear and full on time, and the supplies were religiously retrieved from the bridge to the north of Fallbrook. Suspicions warned me that we might very well be dealing with a corporation, one operating on Monarch illegally. The opportunity for exploitation is ripe, and I find myself itching to strike. Advise now or forever hold your peace. Your most favored salvager, Malin. From Niles. Scoped out the Cascadia job like you wanted, boss. As far as I can tell, this is all we can do. Land a ship on the Cascadia landing pad. Should be able to signal it from a messenger terminal. The lab doesn't have to stay too long. Hook the ship up to the landing pad's refueling station. Siphon the Alta whatever gas into the ship. Last one's the tricky part. Lots of mant activity around there. Won't be easy to get. Lab access seems to be a little shop in the northeast part of south Cascadia. We couldn't get close to it though. Too many damn marauders. Get the password for the terminal right there though. Antidolvin. Now we just need Hagen to send us someone who can get it done. Niles. You know what I mean? Criminal organization. They all need to get fucking dead.
What the?
So.
I better check it out.
The big boss is dead.
Now's not a good time. It's important. We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away. We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away. We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away.
Fucker, you better open that goddamn door.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be
Cleaner? Fancier?
What? What was that? Look out! Let me go!
Anybody else?
Don't kill me!
I don't plan to. Just don't fight me and we're good. No innocents were killed here. Just all the assholes working for Fallbrook. There's no need to kill the patrons. They've done me no wrong. Everyone else, though, they got what was coming to them. Move, lady. Oh, what's wrong? You don't want to talk no more? I don't know why there was just like a single mine here. think Catherine would be giving me... Killing her would have given me the stuff that I needed. She'd be wrong. I should be able to open up that storage unit.
What was that?
That's clever.
What do you think you're doing?
I love this.
Just don't let me get you.
Here they
again.
come!
I didn't do anything. I swear.
Just calm down, please.
I'm not gonna hurt you people. I'm just stealing shit. I love the options they give you. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Whatever I want. Okay. I'm not gonna kill you. You're fine. You're not attacking me. And nothing to fear from me. I promise you. Now, if you want to throw hands, we can throw hands. And by throwing hands, I mean throwing every bullet I have. Everything just goes back to normal. And there's Catherine. Ain't nothing left of her. She was the one in charge. You'd think she would have that. Oh.
Not so fast! What do you think you're doing?
Don't
I don't want any trouble.
You
Love-
picked the wrong damn day! Don't hurt me! Oh, mercy! Don't hurt me!
Yeah? Didn't have to be this way. Now look at you. Arthur, you're a pile of ash. Yvonne. Anybody else? Anybody else got the big britches? What about you? Hmm? I didn't think so. Take whatever the fuck I fucking feel like. Alright, I think I've made my, I think I've made my point here. Oh,
Hey,
wait.
Tess. Knock, knock.
This guy.
Go away, White.
Not how the game works. I say...
That guy was an
knock,
asshole.
knock, like I'm on the outside of a door. And you say...
I swear to the architect, I will punch your lantern.
He was such a prick to me. I needed to eliminate him. Hello, Emmett. Oh, you want to talk to me now? Too good for me? Sorry, Mortimer. Oh, God. Decapitated him. Okay. Now I can leave. It's funny, because earlier today I got the achievement for having 3 factions that liked me above 75%. Now I got the achievement for having 3 factions that hate me. It's fine. Time to leave Monarch behind. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
Hail, Captain. Your return time is within 14% of the expected value.
Let's head to Phineas's lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Negotiates with Sprats for territory?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Alright, Phineas, I've come back.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
White feet. It's got a Raptidon in here. Mega one. And it's this big. Reminder, obscure body in the SK system. I took a poster. Why would I take the poster? Experimental notes. Let's see. Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death, a very respectable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire. Limited quantities of the compound, likely produced by Anti-Cleo, recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. Artificial stasis successfully induced in cystic specimen. Revivification complicated. Cystic tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. Treatment progressing. Treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparable damaged by rapid onset necrosis. Explosive cell death. Finish cleaning the liquefied remains of the Cispig from laboratory floor, walls, and equipment. Fresh out of Auntie Cleo's experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. Finished brewing, adding 2 ounces Spacer's Choice. Atrocious. Felt part of a self-dye inside. Added Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self, number 2, buy more mouthwash. Have spared one of my stock experimental Cispigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Must look into that. Excellent creatures, Cispigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulents. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally. Falling off the flesh like mock apples off a tree. seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. Oh look, bypass. Have procured, the services of one Captain Axel Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make it for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon.
The Sisney pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find the target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Reminder, mop up melted pig. That's gross. Oh, pocket watch. I'd like to try this shrink ray. Note. Reminder, 14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. What's over here? Messages. Bypass. Sending response. Response. Case undetermined. Original message appended. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new asset, Dirtside, Terra 2, near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. Recovering a ship should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know if you get this. Edgar to be done. Eager to be done, Edgar. Oh my god, my brain. It's late.
Careful, that's my communications terminal. I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
What's the plan?
Yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. you'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Warning label.
Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them.
This is true.
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
The reason why you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax there with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are.
I found one
You're
member.
a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular. That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that. What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
I think there was another choice I could have had. Oh, do you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. You have a kind of life outside of your work?
No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know. Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Yeah, but you revive me, so you must have solved your problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Okay. Don't try to be funny, Phineas. It doesn't work.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Alright. Come on, Parvati. Par, as I like to call her. Par for short. Okay. Let's find another place to go to.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time.
Did I get anything else in here? I don't think I did. I want to use that shrink ray on something. The hell is Sam? There's no response from the automechanical unit. A serial numbers etched into the chassis, includes the letters SAM. This is the sign I picked up. Created for a prank, Sam wore this sign for a week before Ada noticed and pointed it out for the janitorial unit. Who placed it on the unit? Who placed it on the unit, however, remains a mystery. Modern steel wrench and you. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. A stern older man with warm eyes. Oh, this is her room. Pocket watch. All things exist for a reason. All things have a purpose to serve. Maximilian de Soto. From Happy Dale Farmer vs. Glacial Age Mammoths. This ball went through several of the Mammoth's best players. A saber. What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. That's the shit house.
I am not the ship, but we have become so intertwined that sometimes I fancy the thrum of her engine is my heartbeat, her hull, my body.
Let's see if she has anything interesting to
I
say.
understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I want to think about them. Yeah.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Alrighty, I can do that.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
We both know I'm not Alex Hawthorne, right?
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
You're a very strange computer, but I like you.
I am relieved to hear it, Captain. No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That's not my favorite
Everyone
song.
in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Alright, tell me a joke.
My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are.
That's
As you
enough
wish,
for now.
Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I'll be here.
Alright, let's go see if we can get Sam up and running. First Sam result. Don't forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance auto mechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. Should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant, some might say. A clean, mean, killing machine. Should be fun. Removal of factory standard Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. Giving up hope on delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But, good news. I heard a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of the Acid Steeper. I can, filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop. Back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details could come later. Alright then. So let's head over to... Oh, I've already been there too. I killed everything. When it was super high level and I shouldn't have been able to.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Acid Steeper, but never picked it up from Roseway. Where is Roseway? I don't think this is it.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Alright, let's see what's out here on the
Can we
Groundbreaker.
talk?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we can head over to the engineer now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. Let's rock and roll, Par.
Take someone to watch your back.
Alright. Hey, Jane.
Just checking your ship's...
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
You're in space.
Where are we headed?
She's so happy. Nobody's gonna miss that shit anyways.
That's not the point. This half would just not...
I'm in the middle of a situation. If you could move along, I'd be obliged.
Don't go telling him where to step. Groundbreaker belongs to all of us.
Felix, first of all, no, it doesn't. And second, shut the hell up. Don't think I won't detain you again.
Again, what'd he do?
Rather not get into it. I don't want to be here all day.
Looks like you got problems. I might have a word to
Hey,
kid.
knock yourself out. Or him, if you're so inclined.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
That's when you resolve your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
You're lucky you're not serving
You know
a
something?
sentence.
I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of zero-G to my fortune, if I had the bits. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yeah, it's mine. Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
Yeah, he's gonna try and stow away on my ship. You know he is.
Huh?
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
I get in
What's
trouble.
that noise? What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
Okay, she didn't like me doing that. Repeatedly getting caught. It's me. No. No. Jet'll make you jittery. That's what they told me. What's in here? Machine gun. anything else of note? Oh. False hammer. And that guy. A big dead guy. Alright, buddy. Oh. Nobody saw me take that stuff. They didn't want it stolen. They clearly should have locked it better.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
Lies.
Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
She spreads lies, I say. I mean, Monarch is kind of a hellhole, but still.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it.
That's great. I gotta go talk to an engineer.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Oh, look at this. Let's just go ahead.
Good work.
There's a dead guy in here. Auntie Cleo. Warning, please follow all recommended safety protocols before maintaining or cleaning your unit. The ACSR F900 is equipped with anti-tampering subsystems, which trigger a self-defense mechanism in the food preparation apparatus. Self-defense supersedes any pacifistic function. Please also remember to deactivate and remove all slicing, dicing, blending, filleting, chopping, deboning, or tenderizing apparatus prior to opening any access panels. It is critical that a spray of blood obscures the rest of the manual. I can hack them. Let's put the gun away.
Artie greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
There's a dead body in the kitchen.
This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer.
Sounds like a pretty nasty bug in your systems.
This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess. This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities.
All this more of a talk is making me
Beginning
hungry.
dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Groundbreaker Promenade.
XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Do you have what it...
They'd let you do anything, Par.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction.
I don't.
Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I don't plan on staying long, Captain.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some. I'll do whatever I can to keep the peace.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Trade, unfinished business, the usual.
I'm sure there's plenty of both around these parts. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
I am different. Par, you wanted to talk there. Here you go.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
It's like being in command around here. You know, I have a lot of faith in the board. It's kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Oh.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Ooh. You need a contractor to work this out. Available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Back bays, am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Cool. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix this place. Okay, journal. I don't need that. Happiness is a warm spaceship.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Let's go kill some motherfuckers.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Killed an engineer.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Wait, put that down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
So I can grab the part.
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Lie. Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
What's something
Lay it on
else?
me, boss. I'm good for it. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Alright.
Boss says you're all right.
Smells kind of like old Wes's outflow pipes.
Uncle Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. He'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos. Crazy.
It's so cozy. Not a peep from me.
You don't need to lie, Par. They know it's a shithole.
Today's my birthday.
Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Oh, sorry, that's pretty funny.
Liz gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
I might have to kill these people. They are outlaws.
Fred wants up and running.
Good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew? We got another complaint.
What's all this?
People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Oh, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new. Swarm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Who ate my lunch? I could have easily just come in here and just murdered everybody. But the pen is mightier than the sword. It's less fun, but let's not start a fight on a fucking spaceship, shall we?
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned, and in one piece.
I did.
Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Let's go kick some ass. I mean, my big ass LMG. What we got here? Nothing too good. Ready for this part?
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radio.
Confirmation. Earth EQ transmitted via probe. Archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker successfully arrived at Lagrange Point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at the intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stage 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, we'll never forget what we left behind. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in the writing before I ever set foot on the ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Hey! There's no one here to stop me from taking this. And I burst into flames because I accidentally touched the side.
Good news. Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic assessment circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not
System in
okay. I can take care of the mechanicals. God, they're level 10. No wonder I ripped them apart in just a couple of shots. Let's see if I can't hack one of these things.
Searching.
they come!
Oh, she reduced that one to ash already.
I have the parts in position already. Cycle the droplet pump. And if you don't know what that means, look closely at what it says. Cycle droplet pump.
The fuck did she say? Something about cycle dropping. Guess I was supposed to come here first because everything's level 10. Logs. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Irma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some of Chief Geing's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing, because she spent half of her career hatching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print. Every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Okay, here we go.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Alright, we fixed it. I feel we have done our good deed for the day. Have my gun in somebody's face.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders.
Oh yeah.
I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention.
20,000!
Also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns.
Yeah, I did. You're very much welcome. Might as well put that. Cover target's armor minus 50%. Oof. Tinkering costs for science weapons capped. me. There we go. Actually, okay. Fly.
Whenever you're free, let's have a chat.
Alright, Edna, let's have a chat.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Okay, I can do it.
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
Ooh.
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the Fritz. That they can and they do, but only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The Groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
Sounds like it's time to get that auxiliary
Yeah,
station
I'm working
back
on it.
online.
I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I should check it out. No need to get official about
I
that.
should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Alright.
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Alright, let's go fix this relay. There's that. Silent voices. I gotta do that. What about this guy, though? Is that anywhere here? Doesn't look like it. Ike's Armory.
What? What was that?
Incoming!
Time to die!
Holy shit! Hey, they attacked me! Fuck you.
Mess with me.
Now I kill everyone. Fuck it, I'm gonna go in there and kill those corporate assholes too.
This is Halcyon. We interrupt the advertisement for the following story. Crossbow finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Thanks, asshole.
Both teams have tested negative for enhancing.
Really? That's all that was up here? I like how she said, "Way to go, Cap," as I murdered an innocent civilian. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Oh, God, I saved it way back here.
You aiming to send a message? If so,
Just gonna skip all this. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip. Okay. Let's go send that message. Actually, let's go this way. Discover Ike's thing. Okay. It's a public tournament. I don't care.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Kandar.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Emfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can look it on Jessie.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. Requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records.
Are you sure about that?
That's what you're implying. Take care.
I'm still going back there, so, I mean, it doesn't matter.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on Rutton time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door before I kick it down. She's worried about you a lot.
Rimini, she really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Of course not. Fuck the board.
I owe them. A lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Lie. I do work for the board, actually. They asked me to help you, so what's the plan?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Uh-huh.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah, you should. She's the one that sent me back here. That shit didn't cost me nothing to unlock. Ooh.
You the new hire? Nice to meet you.
Dang, that's impressive.
What's in here? Back way. Smugglers. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as a crew, I suppose that's how I'll die.
This is Halcyon News.
Gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyway.
Where am I in this part of the ship? You're another sprat. Who's this fucktard?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering?
I do.
Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Was
Can't say
Roseway
I know for
abandoned?
sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
Sounds like an opportunity. If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Very true.
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
I'll stop by if I find anything.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Now see here, what was I doing again?
Alright, you just stay in there. Oh, look, there's safes. What's inside? Nothing really good. Really good. And nothing really good.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
You and Gladys do here.
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end. Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
Perception. You're just pretending not to hear.
Huh? What?
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
Okay. Hey. Wait, no, I don't want to go back out here. Where's that clinic? Here it is.
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Okay, let's go take a walk over here to the Halcyon guy, talk to him. If I don't like what he has to say, I'll shoot him in the face.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Oh, hello.
That's a wonderful mustache you have there.
I didn't have any visitors on my schedule today. Who might you be? The captain of the... No, that can't be right. Alex Hawthorne is the captain of that vessel. On top of that, I just impounded it. Oh. Oh dear. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
He's dead. Alex is dead. Forget Alex. Why'd you impound my ship? Gonna wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Give me back my ship. Alex isn't important. I'm here to turn in Phineas Wells.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex.
I'll be nice.
There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend.
Huh.
You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral canids. He died in an escape pod accident. Trust me, you don't want to know the details.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Yeah, no, he got squished. Back to the topic at hand.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship.
Thank you.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells?
You haven't read the posters?
I haven't.
He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Is that so?
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head.
Oh well.
Oh,
It sucks.
I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
You're to talk about Jessie Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Persuade. She's worth more alive than dead. Just put her in an indentured contract.
Not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding the sick bay to avoid assassins. I'm sure she'll prefer work. Well, yeah, I see she doesn't have much of a choice. None, I suppose, but if she doesn't show up for work, kill her like you planned.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Fuck, I got 12,000 XP for that.
Be my guest.
It's gotten less stifling hot in here.
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
I fixed it, actually.
I owe you a debt, then. I was going through 3-4 shirts a day. Still, that Tennyson woman. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not June Lay's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
Don't talk to her like that. Yeah.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
Persuade, take it back now.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
No.
Ask away.
I'm done. I'm talking to this fucking suit. I'm gonna head back to the medical bay.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger.
I sure
All
did.
debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse.
I did.
I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Alright. You think you work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Alright, welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Oh, I can have 2 people.
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in?
Lady, you just
He's
started.
asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
This is trying to do good for the colony, and I want to help. I don't know. I've just been going along with him for now. He has rescued me from hope. It's the least I can do just to help see him
That's one
through.
way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
I've got no connections here, but if I play my cards right, I can come out on top. Halcyon goes down, we all do. I'll do what I can to fix it.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
Might as well aim high. I'm not going to be some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well.
Nah.
I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to. Don't mention it, just speaking from experience. Anything else?
Do you think about Zora and Zanja coming? She wasn't even there for that.
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting 4-letter words, I mean.
It's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
Try looking for the good, people.
In my experience, it's spread real thin. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Nice to know you care.
Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Though, come to think of it, this whole episode reminds me of something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Funny, you don't strike me as the type who keeps in touch. Ah.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised.
Oh!
I know that probably comes as a big surprise. Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course, you should reconnect with your parents.
Is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
We have work to do. Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
It's almost like you want me to be on my worst behavior.
That's the idea. Anything else?
Rock and or roll, shall we?
This packet had the toss ball scores from Decanus.
My eyes are getting heavy. Okay. We'll do that in a second. That's the distress. That's on Terra 2, huh? Roseway. So Roseway is on Terra 2. I guess we're heading back to Terra 2.
Hard cider for a hard life.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was kind of fun.
Here we
Wanted dead or alive. Captain can arrange for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of ground property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contract. Ah. Phineas Wells. Sedition, forgery, conspiracy, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Doesn't matter. Let's
Hey,
get
be careful with those crates, huh?
back on the ship. Go back to Terra 2. Go to Rosewater.
Hey, you got a second?
The fuck do you want?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Never mind. If you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
Don't beg. Tell me why I need you on my crew.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want on your crew?
Looking for loyal bootlickers flatter me like your life depends on it. I made up my mind about you. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Oh, there we go. What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
This guy actually sounds like me.
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Sounds like this guy's more, melee. You know, fuck it, yeah.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
See you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Alright, let's rock and roll.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Actually, I need to talk to Par here.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Is the ship about to blow up?
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
How bad can it be?
She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
True needs you. You need to focus on work. Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
The warmest person I've ever met. The hell with them. Could be just nerves. Everybody's different. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel?
That went downhill fast. You're looking a little rough.
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
Reception. They were close. Not anymore.
I don't know. June and I talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Great idea. Drinking solves everything. That's what your next time we're at that Groundbreaker. Drinks are on me. He says you don't drink. Will you be alright? I don't think drinking is going to solve this problem.
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Fuck yeah, just fucking leveled up again. Alright. Fucking leveling up like a crazy man. Get that bitch. There we go. Engineering. Gets you to 60. Another 5 points into lockpicking. And I got another 2 points I can spend. Let's spend it. Where should I spend it? Put it in medical. Alright, perks. There we go. Back already at the tier 3. Alright, what do you... She's a melee fighter, it looks like. Increases your medical skill. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that. Health gain. Ooh, I'll take that. % when fatally wounded. Ooh, cooldown 5 minutes. Equip time, range weapon, reload speed. Companion ability damage. Let's find the armor rating. More health. Alright, Felix, what you got? Felix has got a big gun. He can go melee or ranged. I keep this guy in motherfucking melee. Faces a party union companions deal bonus damage to corporate enemies. Yeah, I'll deal extra damage to corporate enemies. Okay. First, we're gonna go here. Alright, this shouldn't take too long. par. I'll take Felix.
It's a touch different from the ones I've seen. Shouldn't be so hard to get it patched up, though.
Wonder if it's empty.
Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned, and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there. Her eyes so full of emotions. I know she feels, but dares not show it at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, trying to tying it tight like a scarf on a cold day. So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real. The dreams are so real now, and this time I recognized the face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help.
Go.
Home security control system. Select the following option. Okay. Display. Hostility. Kill on sight. Override owners. Oh. Here we go. Of course, it's barred. There it is.
Got it. Heads down.
I think I've disabled all the security bots. I had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, no, need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Chloe. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I found, described my dreams in whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. The whispers told me to end his pain. That he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. Must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers.
Done and done.
I didn't mean to shoot that. Yeah, I powered down all the mechanical things. Whispers have a source, and I found it. I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were a few freighters docking here, any real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. As I made this place livable, or as much as it couldn't be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the aether to reach me, calling out to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether. And no more whispers. They fell silent. Silent. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the aether trying to make me hurt the others. But I was a stranger than they. Oh, but I was stronger than they. Sorry. And I have defeated them. Them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah.
Great work.
Bar these doors.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Looks like he shot himself. Thanks, buddy. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They've returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe in the streets of crimson. Bright crimson. Beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this, and forgive me, Delilah. Now, Felix, looks like you're getting a brand new melee weapon, and it's named. October 26th. Okay. Relay's back online. We're in business. Relay's back out. It's nothing. Dreamed it was. Oh, that's just back in that guy's room. What is? All right. What about the thing? What about the ladder that went upstairs? I didn't go upstairs. Now there's a bunch of fucking explosive barrels up here, so that would have sucked had I shot. Alright. Nary a bot was killed or anything.
Good, you've returned. I missed having a purpose while you were gone.
That's great. Alright. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have just saved it.